Hey guys, just kind of wanted to tell a quick deal story about my friend Kevin. He went through something pretty cool, and I thought I should share and his exact strategy on how he got in. I have a friend. His name's Kevin. He moved here from California, and we got him into a rental last year just so he could begin to figure out the area, think about where he wanted to live, things like that. And then just recently, a couple months ago, we just got him to purchase his first house. So he went the what I call soft house hacking strategy. All that is when you purchase your first house and then you stay in it for a short period of time, pay down a mortgage as fast as possible, and then use the equity in that house to buy your second house. That's the goal. That basically you get a 2-for-1 in that deal by renting out the first property afterwards and then eventually just moving into the second one. And then you can compound that and continue, or you could just go off on your own and do your own investment, with 20% down or money that you make, things like that, if you want to do it faster. But nonetheless, for this first one, we just wanted him to get into a house. So he took advantage of a new build on the outskirts of the city. And then as he took advantage of that new build, he got some really good incentives. And he actually got paid. This is the first time this ever happened to me. He got paid at closing. So I've never had a buyer get paid at closing, but he actually got paid $2,300 at closing. He was a VA. He had a VA loan, but at the same time, we got a bunch of seller credits. So if you don't know what a seller credit is, that's basically money from the seller that can go towards anything except a down payment. So he used his to pay down his the interest rate, and then he used some more of it to cover different costs that came in as far as repairs and things like that. So yeah, it was really, really good. It was a great story, and he's super eager to learn, and it's always fun working with people like that. And he's our early stage investor, and for me, I know that's my favorite type of people to work with. Not that I don't like working with other people, but I liked when I can start people on their wealth journey and then continue it as we go. So he'll probably purchase another home probably next year, maybe the year after. He's wanting to go a little bit faster, so he won't go the full quote unquote soft house hacking route by using the equity in the house. But nonetheless, down the line, he'll be able to, and then continue to just build a portfolio. So if you're thinking about getting into it, I highly suggest this strategy. And a lot of times people just want to, I even got a question the other day when this lady wanted to purchase an investment property before her personal property. And I'm like, okay, so where are you living now? She's like, I'm in an apartment. And I was like, okay, that's kind of backwards, but I understand what you're thinking. Like, she wants the passive income and she wants to get into investing. But realize the biggest investment in real estate should be your house. That is your first one. So at least get into the door, and then you can talk about scaling up and then investing and things like that. But you gotta get in. You gotta get in somehow. And if you're not careful, especially with the way prices are going and inflation and things like that, if you're not careful, you're gonna get priced out of the market if you wait too long. So the idea is just to use this first house to try and get in the market so that you can upgrade to get to your dream house. So your first house does not have to be this dream mansion that you always envision, but literally it's purchase your first house. And this was a big aha that I had, when I first got into the business, is that I thought I was just supposed to save up until I got my dream house and then I just go purchase it. But it's not supposed to go like that. Yeah, most people do that, and then they go house poor because they've spent all their time saving up and using all this money to get to that part, and then they can't sustain it. But if you work your way up from the bottom, you buy something where it may not be in the best location that you want right now, and it may not be, it might just be a small 3-bedroom, 2-bath, or maybe a 2-bedroom or something like that. Just something that you can own, and then use that as leverage to get into your next house, until you use that one to get into your next house. And then you keep stair-stepping it up until eventually you'll get to the point to where one of two things will happen. One, you won't need to work anymore. And then two, you'll just have enough equity in one of the houses or one of the earlier houses to just purchase your dream home. And so you never have to come out of pocket with the current income that you have. And then that's how people retire so early. But the hesitance of just getting the first one is holding a lot of people back. So I just really advise taking advantage of the soft house hack is what I'm calling it, and then scaling up from there. So if you have more questions, just let me know down below. Let me know if this is how you kind of approached your first house. If you have a house, or if you don't have a house, let me know if you've heard any other strategies. I know the house hack, the normal house hack is kind of a big one now. But soft house hacking is a great stage to start, especially if you like have a family, you don't want to deal with like tenants up front and things like that, living with the tenants and things like that. This is a great way to just get in the door, just get enough income to get 3.5% so you can put it down and then just live there for 2 years. If you can hold out for 2 years, then I promise it'll get you a lot closer to your goals. So, let me know what you think down below. And then share this with a friend if you feel like it's useful. And then I'll see you guys in the next one.